So right now, today, in this video, what we mainly want to focus on is the B20. I want to take the LS and I want to pull off the intake manifold, the valve cover, and the oil pan, and I also got the Advanced Auto Special gaskets to go with them as well. I'm not going to go with high-end thermal gaskets for the intake manifold because, as I was explaining in the last video, the high-end stuff is going to be for the LS that will eventually be in the car. The B20 that's going in the car now is just a motor for some fun.
And now, you're watching the South Florida Massage Parlor. What? Of YouTube. Welcome to BodeVision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. I really appreciate you tuning in with the saga that is Pepto-Bismol Integra. So like I said, we want to focus on the B20 on this video. We got the LS over here on the stand. So I want to get this valve cover pulled off, get the intake manifold pulled off, and also the oil pan. And when I get that pan pulled off, we'll be able to see what's going on in the bottom end. So that's really good news. I'll be able to know what's in there for when it goes back in Pepto. Then I'll know exactly what's in there and it'll be all gone through. So I got my new gaskets and let's just get started. Alright, and we got some good news. Well, two things that are good news. One, Fat Boy's here. What's up, Fat Boy?
What's going on, fellas?
Basic white girl Starbucks.
Yeah, basic white girl Starbucks. Use promo code FATBOY for 10% off.
10% off with Uber Eats. But anyways, you want to give them the good news. What we just saw, we took the oil pan off for the first time.
Yeah, we took the oil pan off today just to kind of figure out what was going on with this bottom end.
We had no idea.
Yeah, we had no idea. Had a custom oil pickup, which is pretty cool, and that's actually built for the pan. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to clean all this stuff up and then throw all the parts on this, I guess.
And then what's going on in the bottom end over here? What did you like? Did you like what you saw? Was everything good?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Actually, it's got a knife edge crank.
Which is insane, right?
Which is actually pretty insane. It's got Eagle H-beams in here, and then the further down we can probably get, it's got SRP pistons in it. We're still trying to figure out what the compression ratio is on those, but everything in here looks really good for what exactly, you know, the engine is, and then obviously the port work and everything else that was done on the head.
Right, so this motor is gonna make some power, but for right now, in the meantime, we just want to have some fun with the B20. That'll kind of be like a halfway stage where we just get our feet wet, see what the car is gonna do. I think it's gonna be outrageously fun with the B20 on boost.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then this
is gonna be a monster.
This is gonna be the money maker motor.
Yeah, it's gonna be the money maker.
All right, so the next step is we got to get some other things pulled off and just keep working, right?
Yep.
So my original plan today was I wanted to just get some stuff off this motor, get it put on the B20, but then Fat Boy came over here and curiosity kind of kicked in. We really didn't want to wait any longer. We wanted to see what was going on with this. So as you can see, we have a block guard, all the pistons, everything looks good. How do you feel about everything so far?
I feel that everything's looking pretty decent for the most part. Actually kind of excited to see the pistons in there. Also, we went over and we looked at the head.
We're still going to do a leak down test on the head, and we understand that we could have did that in the car and really wanted to see what was going on, but we wanted to get it all disassembled because we had no idea what kind of pistons were in there, what kind of Eagle H-beams in there, right?
Yeah, Eagle H-beams.
The knife edge crank, we had no idea none of that was even there, and now we do. So no time lost or anything. We learned a lot about it along the way.
Yep. So essentially what we found out about the head, it does have full valve train installed in it. I'm gonna take these two out so that way we can take a look in there. You can see that it does have springs and retainers inside of the head, and since it's still sitting up here on top, we can kind of take a look at the combustion chamber down here so you can kind of see the valves that are in it, and obviously that the head's been milled down a little bit. We don't know the exact
Specs
on the, you know, on the bottom for when they milled it. So that'll be something that maybe we can take it to the machine shop and have them kind of give us a, you know, definitive answer. It was milled 30 or whatever. And, you know, just figure that out.
Right, so now the game plan is, now that we know what's all going on with this motor, we're gonna kind of just throw it back together. I'm gonna put it underneath a blanket, make sure it's nice and protected, no water or anything's gonna get into it. So it's the next day now, and we definitely made some good progress. As you can see here, we got the AN lines going in the back of the B20 block, and the way that we went about doing that, it's pretty cool. These come on all the motors, these just little plugs. So what we ended up doing is we took a bolt just like this and then put it inside of a lug nut, and then this fits perfectly in there, just like that. And then we put an impact gun on top of the lug nut and backed it out, and that's good to go. So man, that's really my favorite thing to do. If you don't have the tools and you have the know-how and you have the ability to throw something together, that's way more cool and way more satisfying than just running to the store, wasting 30 minutes, because the closest store from here is about 30 minutes out. So that's a whole hour down the drain. It took 5 minutes for us to slap that together, and that works. So now that it's a fresh day, fresh start, fresh cut, thanks. We want to keep moving, keep working, get the B20 ready. Oh, and also this morning, I got everything laid out, and I also got a brand new action clutch 6-puck sprung. I got that from O&J Performance, so huge shout out to O&J Performance. I'll put the link in the description below to their website and their phone number. And if you need any parts in the Orlando area, or any area for that matter, contact O&J Performance. They're gonna get you handled. Thank you guys over at O&J for the clutch. So I guess we just got to keep on moving. The goal is for the end of the day and for the end of this video for us to get that B20 fired up inside of Pepto. Alright, so it's starting to look like a motor again. We got the transmission on, all the new gaskets that I just bought, oil pan gasket, intake manifold gasket, the valve cover gasket's gonna go on once the valve cover goes on, but that'll be once we gotta rearrange everything before we drop it in the car. Any advice, anything going on, anything crazy that you can think of when you're, well, we had to do the post mount.
We had to do the post mount. We had to change that out because it had the CRV one on there. Other than that, we basically went through everything and basically ready to drop her in.
Right, and some of this stuff, this is all temporary, this stuff, so just ignore that. Crank pulley, everything. All right. Well, I guess the next thing to do, we got to get the motor over here and get this old girl dropped in here and hopefully start her up pretty soon. Alright, so as of right now, we got everything in. Everything's looking pretty good. It didn't take too long. It just got darker than we thought. But either way, man, we made really good time. Hit no major bumps. Had to make some stuff along the way. But everything's looking good. Give them a quick rundown of everything that we did, stuff that we had to look over, and let's get this thing started, dude.
So we filled it up with oil, we got everything checked, we went through, made sure everything was on time, and now we're gonna give it a fire. So let's see what happens.
So all the grounds are good, everything?
All the grounds and everything are good. Get the key for me. Oop, hang on. Oop, jump box problems.
Let's see if we have oil pressure. I mean fuel pressure.
Go prime it one more time.
What do we got?
There we go. All right, go ahead. Give it a fire.
Ready?
Yep.
crazy, dude. To see the B20 running in here, that's nuts. And of course, you know, I don't know if you saw that little clip in the video, but we let the motor warm up a little bit. We're not just gonna be crazy on top of it right when we started off. So even though I think it's fine anyways, but man, what do you guys think? Let me know. Man, so dude, that is crazy, and dude, it sounds so good.
Sounds so good, man.
Right, and no boost going through it or anything. It's insane, but it's getting real late, so I'm gonna end this now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'm out.